Hey everyone, welcome back. Another fun video for you. Been trying to reflect on some questions that I get asked as a coach all the time so I can make this helpful for you. And with the big marathons coming up and those that have passed, one of the questions I seem to get all the time is about what to do with that pre-race anxiety that you get. And I think the first thing to know is that anxiety is normal before a race. We all experience it. I would think the times in which you want to be concerned about it, or if it's changing your routine, it's affecting your relationship with friends and family. I know we're all like taper crazies as we're going, but if it starts to get a little bit past that, or it's making you, question or change your race plan that you and your coach have devised, right? Those are all negative coping mechanisms. And so here are my 3 go-to tips that help the athletes that I work with who have some of those pre-race nerves and anxiety before races. So the first one is the physiological sigh. This has been backed, by science in multiple papers in stress and anxiety and performance to really help bring yourself down in the moment, right? And so I'll demonstrate it for you here, but we can also link to additional information about it below. So the sigh is 1 big inhale, a top up secondary inhale, and then a slow exhale through pursed lips. So it sounds and looks like this. So it's a long, long exhale on the way out, right? And so when you're doing that, that helps work through the vagus nerve and the neurological system and bring that anxiety down as you're getting ready to race, right? So myself, I will utilize it, or I'll have my athletes do anywhere from like 3 to 8 reps, kind of in the corrals right before, at breakfast in the morning of, even the night before if you're a little bit antsy before going to sleep, right? So that's the first one. Feel free to use that one. The second one is more of an ongoing one. So that's a practice of mindfulness. And I know that sometimes that can be really hard because it's a vague term, right? But a lot of the science is showing that we don't need this hour-long practice of mindfulness. We just need to be present for as little as 10, 15 seconds. And so you can practice this in your build, do it before your long runs, before key workouts, where, just before you step up to do the intensity, take a minute, try and get grounded, clear your mind, be where you are, feel your surroundings. If you make this a practice and it starts to become part of your running practice, you'll be able to ground yourself and be mindful in the morning of the race. So, much like the physiological sigh, you can do this, at breakfast, you can do this in the corrals, you can find a little bit of a quieter spot in your, warm-up routine, and really make sure you utilize that one. Remember, it doesn't need to be this big drawn-out process. It can be as little as 10 seconds. The third one is a little bit more of a knowledge piece. And so the example I use with athletes is, if somebody threw you in front of a car, you'd want to be a little bit anxious. Anxiety is helpful. It helps you get through tough situations. You're asking a lot of your body and your mind to go through and chase this PR that you've trained months and weeks and maybe even years for, right? So knowing that it's there to help you and prepare you can help you try to battle some of that fear against it, right? We don't want to be battling against it fully or scared that it's coming, because it can really be something that's useful to set us up for the task at hand. So those are my 3 tips. That's what I give to athletes. If you have others, feel free to share them. I'm happy to hear about them. If you're looking for coaching, check out the Team Run page. There's plenty of coaches like me that are really qualified and would love to help you out with your next running goals.